Alright guys, I've done it again. I'm out here in the desert, and I've had to abandon my car. I've left it, I don't know, miles behind, and I'm on foot now. I'm alone, and not only am I in one desert, but I'm on the border of another. I thought I was going to be able to get out of it, but no, I'm getting out of one and I'm walking right into another. Isn't that great? I don't know. It's I don't know. I want to. My thoughts are, they're mixed right now. I'm thankful it's not hot. I'm thankful I have a coat and I have the proper gear, but how long can I go on? How long can I last without any means of vehicular transportation? I don't know. Maybe somebody will come along. Maybe there'll be others. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. Good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Dave's Outdoor Adventures, and I am Mr. Dave. And the sun is bright this morning. We are at Mission Creek Preserve over here in Southern California. This is a unique preserve because this area is where two deserts and the mountains all collide. And so there's a creek, there are wetlands, and obviously mountains. I'm hoping to see some wildlife from everything that I've seen. There's a lot of wildlife around, so this area is protected, and so it should be a pretty fun time. We're going to see some things along the way, so come along. Thanks for being here today, and we're going to have a great time. All right. Okay, so here are a couple of the potential animals that will be in the area, or could be in the area. Hopefully they're not in the area, and if they are, they're way off in the distance. Close enough I can get pictures of them, far enough away that they do not affect me in any way. Okay, let's see where we're at. We're number 5. We're right here, and so we're going to hike around this area here. Joshua Trees over here. It's another one on my list. And then Whitewater Preserve is here. That's closed until a couple days from now. It's been closed for a week, so they directed us over here. So I'm hoping this is going to be a nice hidden gem that we're going to explore and get some good things. All right, on we go. These are a few old stone houses, obviously. Looks like they've been converted into a picnic area. We're not going to spend too much time here, but I just wanted to check this out. So you can come have your lunch here. Pretty neat area. Looks like maybe this is swimming pool or something at some time. Oh yeah, a little pool. Back in the day, how you, I guess you gotta, there's other equipment that they put in. This area, there's like all kinds of picnic tables around. But I'll tell you though, I'm so glad that we are in November and not, oh, I don't know, say July or August. Although there's a nice fireplace, and I wonder if people have fires out here. Well, obviously they have fires, but I mean, obviously today, you know, always not the best thing with how dry conditions are. Look at those hills. And you hear that silence. We're not far, we're about, I don't know, 3 miles from the highway. But it's like we're just so far away. I mean, this is what it's about, right? You know, you get out here and you get into nature, and it's so peaceful. I mean, there's probably a fountain right here at one time. I wonder, you know, what people were doing out here when this was in operation. Okay, so my wife and I, we have a thing anytime we're going through an area that's kind of desolate. We have a thing called the Hills Have Eyes, and I'm telling you, this place, I mean, it's beautiful, but what my wife would be saying right now, it's like, oh my gosh, we're walking through the Hills Have Eyes. I'm going to turn the camera so you guys can see what I'm walking through. There are these hills on all sides, and boy, you're walking and you just get the feeling that, you know, you're being watched. Not in a bad way, I mean, just like in an eerie way. Because when I stop flapping my gums, the only sound I hear is my heartbeat creak off in the distance. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. So I just thought that was kind of cool. The sheer beauty of it all. I'm in awe. You know, it's great just to get outside, get outdoors, you know, and just do something. Especially now, with everything that's going on in the world. I mean, it's so easy to just stay at home and hide from everything. And I mean, we have to do our part, but still, you know, there are places you can come, and it's wide open. It's wide open, and I'm thankful that it's here. some birds. Looks like the desert is starting to wake up a little bit. Oh, right there. Birds right there. There we go. Bunches of them flying in. Now up here, there are, because of the environment, we have the creek, you have the two deserts coming together. Something in there. Hopefully small game. Last thing I want to see is some bear come popping out of there. And we'll talk about things to do when you run into that situation. God forbid you run into that situation. But part of it is knowing what's in your environment and dealing with it, or being prepared for it. And because anything's possible, right? I mean, after all, we're not in a city where we are in a wild environment. This is where the animals are. This is their environment. We're coming into them, and now this is something. Let me tell you what you don't want is to encounter a wild animal and not be prepared, to be taken by surprise. I mean, even if you're prepared, there's always a chance that things go drastically wrong. I understand through my research of this area, there are also other animals like mountain lions, bighorn sheep. That would be such a sight to see. That's why I keep filming the hills. You just never know. There could be a bunch of them right up there, and they blend in very well with the surroundings. That's one of the ways they survive. I don't know. We'll see them, but that would be so cool. But anyway. Hard to believe we're in the desert. You have more like desert, wetlands, mountains. So this is where the hills have eyes. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, now we're going to be veering away. We're going to be veering away from the creek. And we're going to go that way. And we'll get back to the creek eventually. And there are some semblance of civilization. Don't know what that is. Boy, oh boy, look at that. So up here, because of the environment, you have obviously the creek, the mountains, and you have the two deserts. I believe, and I'll fact check myself, I believe it's the Mojave and Sonoran deserts coming together with the mountains, San Gorgonio Mountains. I'll fact check that for sure. And so I guess life is pretty diverse. So right now I think I'm heading in to the first part of the wetland area. I could be wrong, but this is where things kind of really come to life, start really coming to life, because I'll just show you the camera here. To me, you think desert, you think dunes, sand, hot, nothing out here, but look at this. Look at what's out here. It's amazing. That tree off in the distance is that's one of the focal points of this trail. Creeks over here to my left, which we will be getting down to eventually. The trail crosses the creek in a couple of places a little farther up, so I'm excited for that. And that is where we're going to be testing our second product today, LifeStraw. The LifeStraw bottle. I've had it for a while, haven't used it. Just kind of have it ready to go for when I need it. But again, you get stuff and you don't use it, it's just stuff. And to me, the last place you want to try out something new is in a situation where you absolutely need it. And you have no idea how to do it. Not the time. So we're going to do it now. Today. Alright. I'll put the camera on again. Alright, I think we're finally approaching Stonehouse. Hey, now we're going to check out this area and probably keep going and see if we can head down to the creek. This is going to be in that direction there. And there it is. Wow, again, picnic tables, which we'll be taking a break on. Oh, I wonder if those are open. Probably not. they are. Cool. Okay, this is really neat. We're inside the stone house, and this is this area. Take some pictures of this stuff so I can analyze it later. And then I think I just fact-checked myself on earlier today. I think I said the San Gorgonio Mountains. It's probably the San Bernardino Mountains. So instant fact-check done. Oh, these are the guys I really wanted to see. Right there. Don't know if that's going to happen or not. Probably not. But anyway. This is a neat little place. I think I'm going to stop here for a little bit, have a snack, I guess breakfast. So happy the restrooms are open. I was so scared because from what I was seeing is that the restrooms were going to be locked because of the COVID, which I'm trying not to talk about that at all. I think people are just, we don't want it. It's in our everyday lives. This is a time to get it out of our lives, even if for a few hours. A couple more things. Again, so the product is a Life Straw. It's a Life Straw bottle. Never used one. I've had it for a while. I've had it sitting on a shelf in hopes, that one day, you never know. If you're stranded somewhere, you're going to need water. I'll use it someday. However, I've never used it, so I don't know how it works. I don't know how good it is. From the research I've done, they say it works great. All you need to do is go to stream, creek, right here, fill it up, pop it open, and drink from it. So that's what we're going to try out right now. I purposely only brought one bottle of water. That was for the trip up. I didn't know how good the stream was flowing, the creek, this is Mission Creek, how good it was flowing. It turns out it's flowing pretty good. So for the trip back, I'm going to drink creek water out of Life Straw. And again, I'm not a sponsor, but I'm going to see if I believe in this product. We're going to find out real soon. Also, I told you there's a couple uses for my bandana that I'm wearing today. This is going to be another one because it is warming up. You can see I've doffed my jacket, and so it's getting warm a little bit. My feet are cold because I've been crossing the creek they're wet, that I'll survive. But I'm going to show you another use of a bandana. It's multi-use. Different things you can do. Pretty much common sense. There's not going to be brain surgery, rocket science, whatever. But here we go. I'm going to start with the water, and we're going to see how it goes. So we just have to unscrew it. There's the filter. I guess this filter is supposed to remove like 99.9% of bacteria, protozoa. There's another carbon filter for taste right underneath that. You just put the water right in here, put it in, pop the straw, and drink from it. So we're going to see how this goes. Looks pretty good. Not really dirty. There's a max fill line. I did leave it below that. So now, oh, by the way, I've never drank from a stream, creek. I don't know. So we're going to see how this goes. Okay, so far nothing. That's interesting. Okay, so at first, very difficult to get water out. It's like trying to sip a thick shake through a straw. I guess until the membranes inside get wet, the water doesn't come easy. So I'm hoping that now I've got it going, it's a lot easier. So I don't have to work so hard to quench my thirst. Water tastes good, there's no aftertaste. Yeah, that's good. That's good water. All right, so that's that. That's the life straw. I'll be using that for the way back. Okay, and now, as promised, okay, bandana. And this water's very, very cold, by the way. After all, it is end of November. So what we're going to do is, just to keep it from my neck, I'm going to wet this and wrap it around my neck, so it's going to keep my neck nice and cool. So I'll naturally be colder because you have a lot of nerve endings in the back of your neck. And so if you're cold there, then the rest of your body is also cold. Dirt particles. So, oh yeah, that's cold. Yeah, it feels pretty good. All right, not too bad. About 3 miles in, approaching the end of our destination for the day. We're going to be turning around and back. I cannot say enough about how pretty this place is. And thankfully, I haven't found any trash on the trail. So, well, I might be coming up on my and to my destination sooner than I thought. Hold on. Let's see if it goes around or not. This is now, looks like it's going to be the end of my hike for today. Now private property. There we go. All right. So yeah, I didn't get as far as I wanted to, because there's a couple wetland areas out there, but not disappointed at all. It's been good. It's been real good. Identified a track. I got another track on the way back to show you. That's not on my bandana, but I think it's pretty recognizable what it is. I'll show you guys soon. Again, this has been just an incredible journey thus far. Okay, so up here on my way up, I ran across an interesting track. I was charging my phone on my Patriots solar charger, so I knew I was coming back this way, so I wasn't too worried about not capturing it. But I want to show this to you, and if I'm incorrect, then, you know, no harm, no foul. But if oh man, there's a couple good tracks there. I'll identify those later on. That's not the track I'm looking for. It's going to be right up here. It's around this area. I don't want to step on it by any means. Let's see. This far. Maybe. Ah, yes. That, I believe, is a bear track. Can't see how old it is, but probably was down over there at the creek at one time when you're getting water coming up this way. Maybe heading back to wherever the den is in those hills. Hopefully it wasn't too recent. I don't want to run into him. But yeah, bear track. Check out that yucca. Anyway, interesting natural formations, the natural growth of the plant life here. Plan is now get back to the stone house, stop, have another snack, and then head on out. Again, I should have brought a change of socks. Something to think about in the future, especially when there's water crossing. Not that it's that cold, but I don't know, it's just a certain amount of comfort level that when your feet are wet and you're trudging along, it's not always the most pleasant feeling. But live and learn, right? Live and learn. It's not like I'm trudging through the snow. It could be worse. It can always be worse. Saw that coming up. I don't even know what that is. Some sort of ground creature, maybe a ground squirrel. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe some birds sometimes nesting in the ground holes. I don't know. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and again I might fact check myself later, that is Mount San Jacinto in the distance out towards the Palm Springs area. Man, I'll tell you. All right, we are coming down to the tail end of the hike, the Mission Creek Preserve Trail, here at the Mission Creek Preserve, Desert Hot Springs. I really enjoyed it. If you ever find yourself out this way, please check this out. It is a hidden gem, for sure. This is great, just getting outdoors, getting out to nature, being something that, being part of something that's bigger than yourself. I think that's so important in this world. We always get caught up on our day-to-day routine and ruts, but breaking away once in a while, that's pretty cool. And I'm glad you went along on this adventure. We're just getting started. So if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Would love that. And I'm Mr. Dave for Mr. Dave's Outdoors Adventures. Have an adventurous day.